Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckatini, and what I got for today is I'm going to do an in-depth video breakdown here of Titus Huard. Now, Titus is an Arkansas quarterback target. He's in the 2028 class. He's a 3-star, and so far he's got 20 offers. So, being very highly recruited at the national level. He's not just a local where local schools are after him. He's a getting national recruitment from a lot of schools all across the country. 20 offers so far. Arkansas is one of them, and I'm super excited about it. He's a good one. And you may recognize his name, Huard, and know there's been several quarterbacks come through with that last name. We'll get into that here in a minute. But Titus Huard, Arkansas quarterback target, class of 2028. I'm going to do an in-depth breakdown. I'm going to break him down first with a PowerPoint, and I'm going to show you, we'll go through it, tell you what I think about him. And then at the end, we're going to watch some video. I have about 6 minutes of video of him actually throwing and passing. And throwing and passing, same thing, but anyway. And I think you're going to enjoy it. So, hey, let's come with me. Let's break him down. I'll show you what Arkansas is after. Or if you're not an Arkansas fan, I'll tell you what I think about Titus Huard. And I think he's good. I think he's a good one. All right, let's check it out. Here we go. Now, here he is. So this is Titus Huard right here. And he's 2028. Now, I put 4-star here because some places they are saying 4-star and some is a 3-star. Okay, so I kind of use both here. Now, he's from Valor Christian, and he does have an Arkansas offer. He's a number 206 overall rated player in 28, number 11 quarterback in that class, and he does have 20 offers like I told you earlier. He's a long frame quarterback. I think he's 6'5". I'll get to that in a second. I didn't put it on the slide. I should have. But with a famous quarterback bloodline, high major interest, and early Power 4 traits Arkansas is tracking. So he has a lot of good traits. I'll get into them too here in a minute. Now, here he is. Let me move my picture over here so I get out of the way. Now, so this is a little snapshot of him. He's a quarterback. He's 6'5", 205. Is in the class of 2028. Like I said, he went to Valor Christian there in Littleton, Colorado. 247 Sports lists him as 206 overall, number 11 quarterback. I just told you that. Now, the composite grade on him here is that he's number 175 overall and number 11 QB again. Now, composite means they get several of those, like on 3, I think, and 247 and different things, and they put them together and make a composite score. So a little bit lower, a little better rating, 175th overall. Arkansas has offered him back in January of 2027 of this year, 2026. His offer count is 20 as of June 29. Now, this is July the 5th or 6th when I'm making this video, and I just checked it, and it still said 20, so I just left the date there. But anyway, his recruiting status, schools to watch include Oregon, Kansas State, Clemson, Ohio State, Texas Tech, and Arkansas. So a lot of tough competition there. Some of those teams are really going to be willing to put out big money, especially Texas Tech. And, Oregon, of course, they're a Clemson, Ohio State, all those schools there. We're talking about national recruitment here. He's got the name, Huard, so you think he knows how to play. He understands the position. And so a lot of teams are after him. It'll be a tough recruitment for sure. All right, here's his production. He had 127 completions on 184 attempts, which he completed. That's 69% completion percentage. That's really good. 69% is like video game good. That's really good. And these new modern passing offenses, we do see the shorter passes, higher completion percentages, but he can push the ball down the field as well. He passed for right at 2,000 yards. He had 16 passing touchdowns to 4 interceptions, which is good. You like to see that at least be a 2-to-1 ratio, and that's really a 4-to-1 ratio there, so really good there by Titus. He had 4 rushing touchdowns, and so he had 20 total touchdowns this past season. And he's not, he can run if he needs to. He's not the best runner. He's a passer first. But like I say, he can run if he needs to. And that's what I think Arkansas needs. I hate to see all these quarterback running plays and stuff because that's just going to get him hurt. I think that's what happened to Taylor Green. He would start off really good and play well at first, and he'd get beat up and banged up, and then he couldn't play deeper into the season. So I think, we got to get quarterbacks that can stand that pocket and then run secondary, stay in that pocket and throw the ball. then if it all breaks down, then we'll take it. But that's we don't want to just get back or drop back and then run. You may get some big plays because of it, but longevity-wise, it's not going to last over a season because that quarterback's going to get hit, in the SEC especially, and going to get hit hard. And you don't want your quarterback taking all those shots. So why do these stats matters? The completion rate and low interception total suggest he was not just a big arm sophomore. He's just just hammering everything. He played efficient football while still creating explosive downfield opportunities. He knows when to lay it in. He knows when to bullet it. He knows when to, he knows how to throw every throw. So good deal there. Now, here we go. The Huard quarterback bloodline, like I told you. This is not just a normal quarterback background. Here's his family connections. His dad, Brock, played at Washington. That's the Washington, is it Redskins now in the NFL? He was at the University of Washington too. I'm sorry. And then he was University of Washington there. Played in the NFL, and now he's a broadcaster. His uncle Damon played at the University of Washington, and he had a long NFL career as well. His cousin Sam was a former University of Washington quarterback, now in Utah. And then his uncle Luke is a USC quarterbacks coach. So you see, he comes from a big-time bloodline of guys that really know how to play the position. So he understands what it takes. He's grown up around quarterback language, preparation habits, and high-level passing game expectations for sure. So he understands what it takes. All right, his frame and some of his traits. We'll get into that here. Now, he is 6'5", 205. I mean, that's big, 6'5" is really tall. He's tall enough to see windows, long enough to project into a true Power 4 frame. Still has plenty of time to add strength before college, yeah. And the reason I'm saying the strength is because you look down here right under that prototype comparison. NFL quarterback average prototype often sits around 6'3", 223, running about a 4'8", 140. So Huard is already taller than that, but needs natural weight room development. If he'll get that, not worried at all about that. So he is taller than an NFL quarterback prototype, and is that a good thing? It is good that a lot of coaches, a lot of people say the taller you are. Now I'm talking about 7 feet tall, but taller quarterback you can get more rip on it, gives you more leverage. You get it all out of your hips and all that too, but the bigger you are, the more you can get big. You can get faster, and you can be quicker too, and releasing that ball, have more strength behind it. Now, you don't want to. You never seen many quarterbacks that are over 6'4". I'll say that in the NFL. But anyway, it's not a bad thing. 6'5" is good, and better to be taller than shorter because you can. That arm strength can still get better and stay better. Because you got bigger, it's a bigger muscle, right? But anyway, all right, so I did not find a 40 time on him. Like I say, he runs pretty good. He's not a great, not somebody that you want to have a lot of running plays for, but if it breaks down, he can get in there and he runs hard, okay? And he's not scared of contact at all. He'll try to run over people, so we don't want him to do that unless it's a very important game, Other than that, hey, let's slide and get down. Don't take any hits. Passing skill set. That's what I'm talking about. Here's the skill set that I see. He's got arm talent, okay? He can drive the ball outside the numbers and push vertical shots without looking maxed out. And he can. A lot of times, and he has a quick release. And he can get the ball downfield quickly, throw it deep downfield on a quick release. His release is compact. The ball comes out clean when his feet are set. You do see him roll a time or two, I think, but he appears to be more at home in the pocket when his feet are set. He shows enough layer throws to project beyond pure fastball throws. That's what a lot of quarterbacks do. They just want fastball everything. But you'll see Titus here several times lay it in. He's like that corner route, which we used to always call flag route. And he can lay it in there, or he can bullet it. He can throw a dart, fastball, He can do both. He has a good touch. Efficiency, 69%, with only 4 picks as a sophomore is beyond encouraging. I put encouraging, but that's very good, As long as you've had 4 picks to about 16 touchdowns like he has, that's a 4-to-1 ratio. So that's very good. You like it to be at least 2-to-1. More than that. So very good. They're all good stuff here you see on Titus. His recruitment snapshot, I already talked about this a little bit. Arkansas offered on January 27th schools to watch, again, with Oregon, Kansas State, Clemson, Ohio State, Texas Tech, and, of course, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And he has 20 total offers. As of today, really, I probably should change those dates in there, but I didn't do it. I had made this back on the 29th, but with July 4th, and I was traveling and just have never had time to do this. And I'm finally back home and can get some stuff done here. But anyway, 20 offers, and it's going to grow bigger. He's got his junior and senior year left, and more teams are going to get on him unless he shows a favorite. So good deal. That's his recruiting snapshot. I already talked about most of that. Here's the bottom line, and this is my last slide. Then we're going to watch some video. Arkansas is in early on a national quarterback name. When you see Kansas State, Texas Tech, Ohio State, I mean, man, that's national quarterback. That's national teams, right? Titus Huard brings the frame, production, and quarterback background that make him one of the 2028 passers worth monitoring closely. And he's one of the 4, I think, that Arkansas has offered. And Arkansas has offered, like I say, but he has not committed or anything. And I like this. For Arkansas, you want to keep the relationship hot, sell development, and stay in the fight before this recruitment becomes even bigger. We're in there early. We're in there with some teams that spend a lot of money, but we got in early, keep the relationship hot. You can come in, develop. You can be the man here, all that kind of stuff. Here's what our quarterbacks have done. Hopefully we'll see KJ Jackson probably come in and have a big season and just keep the relationship hot. And then that's what you got to do with these guys, like Coach Calipari does. He finds them early, and then he stays with them, picks his man out early, stays with them. And that's what you got to do. I mean, you got to follow what Coach Calipari does, I think. I mean, the guy can do it. He can recruit for sure. He has the number 1 recruiting class in the country. And Arkansas football has the number 1 no, they don't. They're the number 1 transfer. Arkansas baseball does, excuse me. So we can check on Van Horn, too. But you got to go after these guys like this to get them. You got to go after them and fight. All right, that's all I got. Now let's watch some video here. That's all my PowerPoint. The good stuff here. This is what I like to do. Now, this is the very first. I'm going to actually, before we get started here, I'm going to turn off my webcam because it'll slow. My computer is not the best in the world, and it'll lag on me from time to time. So I try to go ahead and turn my video off, so then hopefully the video here will play better. So this is, you see Titus back here, and this is a kickoff team. I think this is just where it starts. You see him in 1 second here. And he eventually makes a tackle over here. So you'll see he's aggressive. He's not scared to hit. He's not scared to tackle. And he'll try to run you over, and he'll come tackle. So here we go. Let's get it started. There we go. So you see Titus. He's right here, and he's coming. Boom! I mean, he laid a big-time lick on the guy. Man, looked like he hurt him. And one thing, too, I like about Titus, you see him under center here. A lot of teams, quarterbacks now can't take an under center snap. But he can do that. See, there's a quick, compact throw, and he gets hit pretty hard. Look at that pass. I mean, deep throw right there. He took a big shot, still hung in there, and delivered a good ball way down the field. So great job by him right there. Step up in that pocket. Good right there. Perfect. Look at that. Almost got a sack and then turned it into about a 20-yard gain. So really good there. Good touch right here. He had to touch that when you could almost see him touch it and lay it up a little bit. You can see that. Very good throw right there. So right there you see a touch. You can see some bullets coming in right here. Pretty good. That's the corner route I was talking about. Lay it in there right over the top of the defender. Very nice touch right there. And that's encouraging. All quarterbacks can throw the fastball. Here he is going to run it. Good run through the tackle right there. So you see he's big, strong. He's not easy to bring down. That guy had him pretty good, and he ran right through it. Here he is, an empty set. Here's another good touch right there. Perfect. Just laid it perfectly in there. Really nice right there. So let's say any quarterback can throw the fastball. They all can throw that. Like right there's a fastball. Boom. And boy, that joker there can run now, I'm going to tell you. But anyway, you see how he fastballed it in there. We saw a couple touches. Now here's another touch right there. Fade route, look at there, it's perfect. Guy didn't have to break. right over his right shoulder. Nice ball. Couldn't even throw it any better. Right here's another bullet right here. Boom, right there. And that's more of a bullet, more of a dart there than a touch. A little bit of touch there. Right there. Boom, boy, had to get it out quick. Throw it to the inside guy, run the seamer out there, or in the vertical, whatever you used to call them, verticals. Step up in that pocket, and look at there. Boy, look at that shot right there. Perfect. Perfect shot. Could not have thrown that one any better. And you like this here, looks like they're playing in some weather. You know, in Colorado, you know they got to play in some cold and wet environments. So, you know, he's used to that. Good throw right there. Boy, he had a lot of people around him right there. And he stays in that pocket, throws a good ball, and leads to a touchdown. You know, now if he pulled it down and ran too early, he wouldn't have got anything near as good as that. Good job getting out of the pocket, head up, eyes up, looking, not just trying to run. He's looking to throw it. Here he is under center again. Love seeing that. Love seeing under center. Got the guy coming on that deep post. He had a crosser out deep post. Really good. Threw it up high. The referee looked like he was trying to play defense there too. It's crazy. I don't know what he was doing. Right here shows he can run. Boom! Just runs right over 42 there. Let's don't do that too often though there, Titus. Let's just try to miss that guy. Another good little dart throw right there. She's saying he has different levels of throws. He can throw the darts. He can throw the touches. Different things. There's under center. A good fake right there. You can see he runs good enough, but he's not a super burner, but he can get it. He's got enough speed where he can get around. Throwing that wheel route. Good job right there. Good throw. He's really accurate. 69% completion percentage. Really good. Got his eyes up looking. Good pass right there. Good touch. On the move. Here you go. See, this is a little bit of a breed, or, you know, pretty good run there. He's, you know, that's not his best. And I want to, for me, I want a pocket quarterback first, but that can run. Good throw right there. Outside the numbers, you know, really good play there. Had a lot of pressure on him. He had a lot of people around him. And that's tough for quarterback. When he's got people around him, it's hard for quarterbacks to stay focused and stand in there and throw it. It's hard to do. Right there's a pretty clean pocket, and you see what happens. He just picks them apart when he gets a good clean pocket. Here's another read right there. You know, good run. That's good. I mean, he got a first down, picked up about 10 yards. It's a good play there. Here he is. That's a little draw play in there. You know, good run right there. And at 6'5", a good dart. 6'5", if you do run, you better be shoulders over your toes, ready to get down, because those guys will lick their chops. Lick their chops, they say, you coming. 6'5", boy, you can lay the load on somebody that tall, you know. Good shot right there across the middle. Watch here now. Watch what the receiver does after you give him a good pass. He gets a lot of good run after the catch. So good job there by Titus. Giving him a good ball where he can do that. Good dart right there. That's a long throw too. Right here down at the goal line. See, running hard in there. Good job. Good accuracy right there. And watch this guy go now. He can run out the receiver there. But look at him. He is pulling away. Good play right there. Good throw right there. Good throw. Good read on that. You got a guy barreling down on him, standing there and threw a dart, threw a strike right there. Good throw. Good job getting out of the pocket right there. That's what I'm saying. He's not got his head down running. He's got his head up looking to pass. He's looking to throw it down the field. is what he's wanting to do. So really good job there, throwing it way outside the numbers. Good throw. We'll see, he's rolling out, but he's looking to throw it. He's looking to throw right there. That right there picks you up 5, 6, 7 yards. And all those little hidden yardages that that are really big. Good pass right there. Finding that open spot. Good throw right there. All right, so there we go. And I'm gonna let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's play this. Let's see if we can go right here. So anyway, Titus Huard. I might not should have done that, but anyway, of course, my computer's starting to lag. You can see starting to lag on me a little bit here. But anyway, see Titus Huard here, man. Heck of a player. Good quarterback. He's 3-star, 4-star. It differs where you look. He's 6'5", 205. Class of 28, 3-sport athlete. I didn't get that in there, but really good. Comes from a great bloodline, of quarterbacks, and so you're getting a guy that knows what to do, a guy that understands the position. So he's got to have a good IQ, a good football IQ, that FBI, football intelligence. And he's got all the arm traits. He can run if he needs to, but he's a passer first, and I love that about him. And just a really good player. Like I say, he's one of Arkansas's targets, and they did offer him back in January. So if Arkansas ends up with him, I'd be happy. He'd be a good guy to come in and develop and play well. He's a good one. Comes from a great bloodline. So anyway, that's all I got. Titus Huard, heck of a quarterback there. He's a good one. Interesting to see how he'll do. I'm excited to see how he does, how he finishes his high school career. He's got 2 years left, junior, senior year, and then he'll be looking to go somewhere, play some college football. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me that thumbs up, then subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell. That way you get notified when I make more videos. I'm going to be making a couple videos today, and I'd love to have you come watch them. I'm going to put my camera back up. Here we go. And it may get real bad laggy, but anyway. So thanks so much for watching and spending time with me. I certainly do appreciate it. And come back, watch some more videos. I'd love to have you. Leave me a comment. What do you think about Titus here? Is he your type of quarterback? Just tell me what you think about him. And then I just I was gonna say didn't like it, but yeah, like, comment on the video, and become a member. Join my follow my channel here and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, that's all I got. I had a brain fart there. I had something else I was going to say, but I lost it. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for spending time with me. I hope you have a great day or a great evening whenever you're watching this. And as always, go Hogs.